Tramping through the bush, on and on we push. Into the thick of it, into the thick of it.
What's up, guys? It's Hitting In
Bill
from
Crossfire Collectibles.
And today we're doing something a little bit different. Sorry about the box. I just have it here because it has some stuff in it. But we're doing a short little video.
Yeah, we're doing a short video, but it's a big video, but we're kind of doing it quick because we're rushing. But we're doing a new filming location in one of our rooms. You know, we have a lot of Marvel stuff, a lot of G.I.Joe stuff in here. Just trying to get it knocked out because we have hit a mother load. And this is part 1 of 2, and the next video is going to be gigantic. So we're trying to get some stuff that we want to get put away and opened and blah 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 and everything first before we move on. But just wanted to run that down with you. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with something, and this is the Steel Brigade Delta. This actually came with the Skyhawk, so this is the more expensive version of the Steel Brigade Deltas
From the Zombie Initiative.
So let me go ahead and open this up.
While he shows that, I'm just going to go over some things. So you know, Target re-released classifieds. So here's another Cobra Trooper that we have. This is a blue collar version. We ordered one of each of everybody, and yeah, they came and went pretty much because I had a lot of people that wanted trades done because stuff sold out quick and they couldn't get it done. But I let them go to people, you know, for pretty much what I got them for. But yeah, so it worked out pretty good, and we still have an extra Cobra Trooper that's got to go. But I'm sending this one to Canada to a friend of mine who actually needs it. So yeah, that's out the way. So while he's almost finished with the Delta, I'll go and show you another convention figure we got. And here is the Night Vulture. We got him. I have some more coming, but I wanted to start with one of them to see how he looked. And I'll go ahead and put that set together eventually. Maybe sooner than later, I don't know yet. But I figured I'd grab one for the time being, just to, you know, give him a test shot. But he's pretty cool. Looks like he has a modified Snake Eyes head almost, but it's different because it looks like the mouth is pulled up some. It's got that new web gear, a few kit-bash pieces. Let him show it off live.
Some Snake Eyes parts. Here's the Steel Brigade Delta. He looks really cool. Instead of having the all green like the other one is, this one is more like the normal Steel Brigade with the bluish, whitish shirt on, and then the green vest, and then the camo pants. This thing's cool. It has a knife in the front sheath, and then a knife in the back sheath, and then his gun just popped out of his hand. And he has this cool little helmet that comes off, and he has a beachhead head on. So this could pass as like a cool looking beachhead.
Yeah.
Look.
He's all the way on the top, up there in front of us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. You could put them with your beachheads, and then just go ahead and put this one right here. There he is. He's cool looking. I really like this. Steel Brigade Delta.
Let's show them while I'm doing it.
Here we have a bunch of these custom stands. So these, if you're working on a custom or you just want to display different people, we have a bunch of these clear stands. We actually have 2 packs.
40 of them.
Yeah, so 20 and 20. Pack for me, pack for my dad. So tons of these, so that's cool. So I got these, and I'll probably put some figures on them when I get home and stuff.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show off the Night Vulture right here. So I put his glider on. It's pretty cool. He's got, you know, one of them, you know, Retaliation style gliders. I didn't hook it to his ankles, but it's on there. He's got some knives, so he's got kind of the Ninja Force looking Snake Eyes look going on. Put that on the front of him. Here's his stand. He comes with a crossbow and ball cart. Now this Night Vulture was completely sealed, and as you can see, as hey, we're showing off the Steel Brigade. I've been opening him. I'm gonna stick him on his stand real quick, and try to throw this crossbow in his hand. I probably just have him hold it like in an awkward position and not you know, holding it like he's going into battle or nothing. Just kind of carrying it as like I'm not doing nothing right this minute. His hands are super tight and they don't want to grip on nothing. I can just get him to hold it, it'll be plus. So you know what? He's just gonna hold the handle like so. He's irritating and annoying, and he doesn't seem to want to do anything properly. But there you go. The JoeCon Night Vulture. Yep. Alright, next. Good.
Okay, so here, this is Star Wars, but this is a Vibro Lance. This thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got the I got some parts from the Slave Leia.
Put on my Steel Brigade.
I gave my buddy in Canada the same one who I'm sending the Cobra Trooper to. I was like, dude, I need a Vibro axe, and he was like, dude, I have one. I have the extra thing. And he's like, you have any classifieds? And I was like, yeah, I have a Major Blood that you need, you know. I sent him the Major Blood in trade for that. That's how generous I am and how good I treat my friends. So, I mean, it was a fair deal, and I was cool with it. And, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Retaliation Ultimate Snake Eyes. Doesn't say Ultimate, but he's Ultimate. I didn't have this one. Thought I did. I didn't. He's got a little scuff on the front of his card up in the corner right up here, but it's okay. I don't have this timber. This is the reason I got this figure. So I don't plan on opening just yet because I might be grabbing another one with the haul we have coming. And if I do, I'll open one and show them off and show how this timber goes. But I wanted this because it's more of a classified, more of a vintage look of timber, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, knock that out the way, and yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, but before we go, today they released a bunch of images of the new reaction figures with 6 different variants of the Cobra Troopers, 3 different variants of the green shirt Joes. Queen Baroness, Destro, Cobra Commander. Was there Destro?
Mm-hmm.
Queen Baroness, Cobra Commander. Yeah, pretty sure Destro. Scarlet. I don't know.
Go ahead and just check out
Super 7.
7-inch figures. Tell you this right now, that Cobra Commander looks
amazing,
insane. It looks 10 times better than the classified. It's so cool.
And yes, they're pre-ordered already. When I saw them, I pre-ordered them. So yeah. And the Zartan, the new classified,
looks so
Master
cool.
of Disguise,
color changing
and cold temperature.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to get 2 because I already want one, even though I have Zartan.
I want one.
I'm upgrading for sure.
And I'm pretty sure it's a different Zartan like style and everything.
He's got different stuff on him. Try to make him more.
But he comes with a Storm Shadow head, a Snake Eyes head, a skull, and 2 other heads. Or 3 others, I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna move on to this. I grabbed this on Mercari.
Ooh, that Super Set.
I'm not gonna show everything off, but we got a bag of fodder. So we're to make with some customs and stuff. There's a few more things in there. There's like some sticker sheets, and that's cool. But yeah, there's quite a few usable parts in here that we can work with. And yeah, just want to show that off. $10. So why not? Cool. That's done. Got that out the way. And now we're gonna move on to some big things. So we picked some stuff up from trip 1 of the haul, and we got a bunch of vintage vehicles.
So here is a vintage Conquest. Looks pretty cool. Alright, we picked this up at the Mega Haul. This
Part
thing
1.
is slick. It's really cool. He had 2 moderns and then he had this vintage one. And I was debating which one I wanted. But then I decided to go with the vintage one because I think the gray looked better and then the clear cockpit windshield looked better.
And plus they have the not child safe missiles because the newer ones are rounded, but
shoot your eye out.
Yeah, but these are cool. These flap down like this. Pull these out. Pull that back. Sit down.
I had to hang out 6 of those yesterday.
Yeah.
3 Python Patrols and 2 modern and 1 vintage Conquest. 2 Night Ravens. What else? A Rattler. I hung up a lot of planes yesterday at the store, but whatever. I'm gonna move on. And I know we showed one off of these recently.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my Silver Brigade Delta in here.
We got another Night Raven. And I picked this one up because I'm actually gonna keep this one here and hang it. But so now we each have one at our different places, and yeah, so I got 1, 2 to put up, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. But you can't see behind you. There's a Condor, there's a Skystriker, there's a Sky Storm over here, and I think the Night Raven might be able to go right there. So that would be cool.
Okay, so next up, I picked up the Skystriker from the Mega Haul. This was a nice little gift. This thing is sick.
No missiles. We're gonna go back when we go back tomorrow. We're gonna see if he had any missiles, but he couldn't find them, and he told Hayden to have it.
So this is cool. So thank you. This thing is really cool looking. Has all the stickers. The stickers are nicely on there, really well actually. And yeah.
Well, show the second thing he gave you too. Right here.
So this is slick. So really excited to get this. I actually have a Skystriker now, and hopefully I have another one soon.
I know what you're talking about, so come on.
Right, so here it's Modern 2, and then he also
But you gotta explain.
gave me this Zombie 50th 2-pack. So I got this because I love the zombies, and I was talking to him and saying how much I love the zombies and stuff.
But the amount you saw,
there were so many zombies. It was crazy how many zombies there was.
hundreds, and we're not kidding.
Yeah, like packaged and loose. It was crazy. And I was like, I love the zombies. And he was like, here you go. And I was like, oh sweet. So go ahead and got this cool zombie 2-pack. So this is my second one, and I also have some other zombies too because I'm collecting zombies like crazy. So yeah, that's that.
But before we get to the big things, we got a couple more small things to show off. Was in CVS again to pick up some medicine, and I always take a peek at their toys, and they had 2 more of the Maisto bikes right here.
Trust you can if.
Yeah. I want the red one.
I already have the yellow one.
Yellow one. I don't know, we'll figure it out later.
I have 2 yellow ones.
Yeah, but these were the only 2 they had. I like grabbing these just to, I got a habit with picking up bikes, you know, for figures and all. Rubber wheels, that's why I like Maisto. It almost feels like die cast, but I'm pretty sure it's just a thick plastic. But I figured I'd use this kind of like a coil, like the classified Baroness. I know it's a different bike and a different style, but still, it might work with it. I'll go ahead and grab one and put her on it real quick just to give it a test. And you can explain that one.
So this one's black and yellow, and like the other one I have, that I actually have the Retaliation Jinx on. So that's pretty cool. Has a little kickstand, you just flip down, sit it down, and it'll stand there. That's pretty cool.
Come on, slut. There we go. Hang with the head. Cool. Alright, so I threw Baroness on the bike. Works out pretty good. I gotta mess with it and mess with the legs a little bit, but that fits pretty, that's pretty nice, man. It's nice and scaled. Neat. She fell off. So she's gonna say bye. With the booty in the air. Butt dance. Alright.
Okay, so next up,
Headliners.
the one thing I've been waiting for forever. We have the JoeCon 2014 Septic Tank Mark II.
It said Skeptic.
I know, and I don't care. This goes with my Zombie Initiative stuff. This is pretty cool. It's the what's it called? It's the Soundwave repainted. Or did this come before the Soundwave?
I think. No, after.
Okay, so this is the Soundwave hiss just repainted and stuff. has the open back and then the little pegs. These are vintage pegs. Is this a vintage vehicle?
No. It's a reused mold.
Oh. Okay. And so these
Lost the
sides
There's another missile. I think it shot off when I was bringing it in.
open up right there. And then this side opens up right here. And if you guys know, the one orange HISS tank that came with that 1/50th set has those orange HISS drivers. So I was going to put one up here and then one here because, I mean, it'll fit
That'll
pretty
look
well.
good. Yeah.
Or maybe you could put some little zombie dudes in the back and have some running out like they're all back there getting ready to fight some zombies.
Yeah. I'm planning to get some more zombies tomorrow and we can just make a mess out of them. Have them all crawling out and everything. That'd be cool.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, Septic Tank Mark II. Part of my zombie initiative.
Now, I was going to save this as a headliner, but I mean, it's still a headliner, but I was going to save it for the last. However, I'm not going to open it. I can't bring myself to open it. But I finally got the G.I. Joe Collector's Glove, Dr. Archibald, Venom, Monev. Wow. This figure is amazing. I got him as part of a trade, and he said he was just getting rid of them, and you know, I was like, dude, I actually wouldn't mind the whole set, but we'll start with who I need, and I wanted Venom first. I have the man-eating plant. I actually don't have none of the adventure team, the commander or the land adventure, sea adventure, air adventure, and there's a box too, and I'm going to try to get. But I wanted to start, you know, with one thing at a time. The other person was like, hey, I'd like to trade you this Dr. Venom, and I was like, that seemed like a little too good of a deal, and I was like, are you sure about that, man? Because that's much for what I want, or for what you want. And he was like, dude, I'm after that one thing that you have, and so I was like, okay. He was like, dude, if there's an issue with it, I'll mail first. So I said, okay, I'll do that. I have a decent reputation on trade forums and everything. Paying with PayPal and Chime or Cash App, stuff like that. It seems to be reasonable. There was no cash involved. This was a trade thing. So he said, I'll mail it first. And he mailed, and I messaged him and told him I got it. And everything was good, and his package is on the way. So my stuff is out to him. And thank you very much for this Dr. Venom. And this is awesome. Okay, so better shot at the file card without a gigantic glare on it. If you can see it, try to focus it some. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if they'll ever do like they did with the Renegade show when the Dr. Venom there, who pretty much created Airtight. But new G.I. Joe show coming next year, and it's already signed for 2 seasons back to back. So hopefully that's fun. Okay, main big headliner. I got the Dreadnok Stinger, or ground assault tank, with Heartwrencher. Holy man, I couldn't get over this. I was like, we got this from the Mega Haul. He had 2 of them. I was like, dude, I really want one of these. What did they cost at the show? I told him. He's like, give me that. I said, okay. I was like, damn right.
The thing's sick looking. I
yes,
like the colors.
Yes, I'm opening it. That is amazing.
That thing is slick.
Dude, just the colors pop. Oh, it's got a gun on it already. So this is still sealed in the bag. We have not opened it, but we're going to assemble it and show it off. So how about this? Be careful. You can assemble it. I want to do Heartwrencher. She's still sealed in the bag, as you can tell. We're going to take her out. You know, figures that bag opened easy, and this one's tearing the plastic. I hate that.
This one just teared the plastic when I was trying to rip the tape off.
Just try to be careful. I wanted to try to keep them so they're intact. The card's bent up, but you know, big deal. It's been in the bag forever. I'm gonna show that off to you so you can see it. She's like a Dreadnok mechanic, I believe. Yeah, Dreadnok mechanic Heartwrencher. I'm gonna get these accessories out. Doesn't have many. she's got...
Is this right?
Should be. She's got a little wrist crossbow. Kind of the same how Road Pig has. She has this scoped and extended mag or clip, whatever, pistol. I think the same one that like Agent Helix has. She has a wrench, Heartwrencher stand, and here's the figure. So I can already look at it and tell I know stuff that's on it. She looks pretty good, but it's okay. So she has just a recolored Zartan torso and arms, it looks like. She has a new head sculpt, I believe, except for her left eye is shooting off into space.
Hey.
She has one of these. I guess it's supposed to be almost like a jumpsuit, you know, from like suspenders type overalls. And this is from Tunnel Rat, the Renegade's Tunnel Rat. I know that much. And the legs, I believe, they're also Zartan. So, tough figure to get, man. Tough set to get, period, if you don't want to, you know, pay out the yin yang for it. It's really cool. I am glad to have it. And this is actually the last Dreadnok I needed. And I'm done. So that's awesome.
So here's the Dreadnok Stinger with the missiles on the back. Looks pretty cool. So you'll just be driving and then it'll fly away. So that's pretty cool.
Now, I'd like to put her inside of it, but it's okay. I'm not going to. Hoe bag.
I just want to see something real quick. I think that looks better because like the color pops a little more.
Yeah, keep the wrench on the front. It's fine. So she's actually not going to hold the wrench. I'm going to get her ready for like she's going into battle, if I can. I don't know if she wants. She doesn't want to hold the pistol, but it's okay. She's going to have to hold something. Swap it out. I'm going to make her hold the wrench.
Couldn't make her hold this.
That's alright. Just put the AK back on the front.
Yep.
Get her together like so, and there you have it. JoeCon Heartwrencher. Cool.
This thing's really cool. I'm really happy to have it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Be mine. So yeah, that'll wrap up this quick, semi-quick video for our part 1 of our haul. The next one is just gonna be huge, so
Stay tuned for the next one.
give us a little bit. We've been doing a lot of stuff this week, so I know we're a little bit behind on our weekly stuff. But yeah, it took us a week to get this one done. But the next one, we're gonna try to get it done early next week if we can. Mid next week. Give us till Thursday to get the next one up, and you guys are gonna love it. It's pretty much a majority is G.I.Joe, but there is some other things in there that it's gonna be cool. Put it that way.
I'm excited.
Very excited. Okay,
But,
so
yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a giant thumbs up, subscribe, his bell notifications so you know when we post a video.
tickle the bell.
Make sure to follow us both on Instagram at everything.G.I.Joe.
Crossfire Collectibles.
And check out our Facebook at HP
Crossfire
Collectibles. And check out our Patreon. It's only $1.
$1.
We'll see you on the next one. Peace.